right, I know you don't believe me, but we really are going to die, all of us, in about 10 years. Now, let me explain how this is all going to happen. I know you don't trust my visions because cursed, but you need to have a little bit of faith. And I have my whiteboard with me, so I'll be able to explain everything and to present it to you in a shape and form that you will be able to comprehend. Is that understood? Is that okay? Okay, I know you don't believe me, but bear with me, okay? There's going to be a war. I know it's crazy, I know you don't believe me, but there's going to be a war, a huge war between, see, two parts, between us, Troy, we're going to put this here, Troy, and the Greeks, but more specifically Sparta, but we're going to put the Greeks, okay, the Greeks. So why is there going to be a war, you ask me? Because, like, basically we haven't had any trouble with the Greeks. It's because of my stupid brother, okay? My stupid brother, Paris. Paris is my brother. And what did Paris do? He stole, well, I don't know if stealing is the right term, but basically he kidnapped Helen, who is the most beautiful woman on earth. That's because my idiotic brother chose Aphrodite when the goddesses asked him who was the prettiest. He could have chosen Hera, he could have chosen Athena, but he chose Aphrodite because Aphrodite said she would give him the most beautiful woman on earth. And because my brother can't keep it in his pants, anyway, I digress. So Paris falls in love with Helen. She's here, Helen. She's Greek, right? She's a queen. So he kidnaps her, alright? Problem. Helen, as you know, is already married to a king, Menelaus. Menelaus is her husband. So obviously he's pissed. He's like, the hell? Why would you take my queen, take my wife? So Menelaus decides to gather all the Greek kings, all the Greek chiefs. He's like, all right, guys, we're gonna go to Troy and we're gonna take back my wife, take back what is mine. Yeah, that's how they thought at the time. Well, that's how they're going to think. So yeah, he decides to go get Ellen back, right? This is all gonna happen in 10 years. I know it's hard to believe, but anyway. So Menelaus goes with other Greek chiefs. For example, his brother Agamemnon. So they all go to Troy, and they also take with them a hero called Achilles. So this is Agamemnon, this is Achilles. So they all go to Troy. Paris, an idiot, my brother, is fighting alongside my other brother, Hector. Hector, who is my brother, a hero. You know, Hector, we love him. But yeah, basically that's what's going on. And Hector is married to my sister-in-law, Andromache. This is important, okay? So Menelaus is married to Helen, Hector is married to Andromache, Achilles is married, but he's probably gay, and Agamemnon is married to Clytemnestra, okay? So they kill each other. The war part is not really interesting, but basically Achilles is the strongest one because he's like almost immortal. The only place where he's vulnerable is his heel, okay? So what happens is he's like destroying everyone, but he gets into a stupid fight with Agamemnon about girls. Another whole story. So he's like, okay, like, you took my concubine, you took my slave, so I'm not gonna fight for you anymore. So he decides to drop out of the war. So they all start losing. The Greeks start losing, and the Trojans will be almost able to push them back to their ships. But what happens is Hector, I think it was Hector, kills Achilles' best friend, Patroclus. I don't know how to say it in English. Patroclus kills him. So Achilles get super, super, super mad, and he kills Hector. Alright? He kills Hector. He's like, fuck you, goodbye. And so in the end, he also ends up dying. He will die. So Paris dies, my brother will die. Before he dies, he manages to kill Achilles. So Achilles kills Hector. Paris kills Achilles. And Achilles dies. You know, Paris, like, with the arrow on the hill. Yeah, on the heel, on the hill. Or maybe they were on the hill. Anyway, not the point. Simple, right? So now everyone is almost dead. But the Greek win. Because of, the Trojan horse, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Anyway, they win. And as they win, they take with them slaves. For example, Andromache. She goes to Greece because she's the widow of Hector, who's dead. And she has a baby boy. She takes him. Now Achilles is dead, but he has a son. And Achilles' son is Pyrrhus, or we can call him Neo, like in the Matrix. So he has a son, Neo. And Neo is in love with Andromache. He wants to marry her. But Neo is supposed to marry Menelaus and Helen's daughter, Hermione. Hermione, like in Harry Potter, yes. So Hermione is betrothed to Neo. But Neo is in love with Andromache. And Andromache loves him, but he doesn't care about her. Now, there's something else. There is Agamemnon, Agamemnon's son, Orestes. He is in love with Hermione. So, this is really clear, right? So basically, Orestes, Agamemnon's and Clytemnestra's son, is in love with Hermione, who is Helen and Menelaus' daughter. Hermione is in love with Neo, who is Achilles' son, and Neo is in love with Andromache. Okay? Very, very clear. Now, you should also know that she has a son. He has like kind of a weird name that ends with an X. It's like Ensiax something. Astyanax. It sounds like like some sort of medicine. She has a baby boy. So the Greek are like, okay, we need to kill that boy because he's going to get angry at some point. And he's going to be like, I want to avenge my daddy Hector who died during the war. So they're like, oh, we need to kill that baby boy. So they ask Neo, can you, you're in love with her, can you just take her son and like kill him? And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because I love her. But she doesn't love him. So he's like, alright, you either marry me or I kill your son. So you choose. So she's like, alright, I'll marry you. But Hermione, super jealous because she's in love with Neo and she wanted to marry him. She's like, yeah, that can't happen. So she asks Ares, because she knows Ares loves her. She's like, can you kill Neo on his wedding day? Can you just kill him if you really love me? So Ares is like, fine, I'll kill him. So Ares kills Neo. Hermione, super, super angry, super sad. So she's like, oh my gosh, I loved him so much, I'm gonna kill myself. So she kills herself. So Neo is dead, Hermione is dead, Orestes is pissed, Andromache is alive. And she's like, okay, whatever. But also there's something that's kind of like fucked up here. So Agamemnon, I kind of want to talk about him because I'm involved. After they win the Trojan War, Agamemnon will capture me and make me his concubine. And I'm gonna tell him, yeah, we're gonna die, but he's not gonna believe me. So he will take me, so me, I'm here, Cassandra, he'll take me back to Greece. In the meantime, his wife, Clytemnestra, she's basically having a good time. She's just like, she took a lover, she's having sex with someone else. Also, she's pissed because he killed their daughter, Iphigenia, because she, like, sacrifice was needed for Artemis, whatever. So when Agamemnon comes back, she will be pissed. She will kill Agamemnon. She will kill me too because I'm having sex with him. And then Ares, the one who killed those people, well, actually he only killed Neo, he will come back and kill Clytemnestra, his own mom, because he'll be like, oh, you killed my dad, so I'm gonna kill you. And then he's gonna go crazy. Now, I'm not sure whether this love triangle or love rectangle will happen after the murder of my murderer or before. But the point is, he's gonna do that. He's gonna kill multiple people and then he's gonna go crazy. Okay, is that clear? Now you believe me, right? So that's why I'm telling you we're all gonna die. So you really do need to believe me. This is better, yeah?